What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Friday. Hope you guys have had a good day today. Today was a good day. Good little break from everything that we've been doing as of late. Got a chance to do the mail time video. And, man, that was awesome. We got some really cool stuff up in there. Got a lot of decorating to do over the weekend. Jersey, special shout out to you. Thank you for the pictures. Man, got a lot of stuff. Confused the Texas flag with the Puerto Rican flag. That's not very good at all. I actually just received an email from who sent me that flag. That T-shirt. Who sent that? The Yarbos. Very special shout out to you. Thank you so much for rocking with After Prison Show. And also the Bobo. Folks, I have titled this Bobo Friday Bobo. I've titled it accordingly. I could title this something. Oh my God, man. If I could tell you guys like what I'm honestly fucking dealing with, it's not very good. I was reading a comment off of today's video. Somebody was like, Joe, you're like 40 and you're acting like a 15-year-old vlogger. I was excited. I almost made a response to that comment and said, yo, if you really knew what I'm dealing with, shit, just let me live for a moment, man. Let me just, be happy about something for a second. So, anyways, we're going to make it a good Bobo, folks. I don't even know where we're going to go. Man. I can tell you that outside of doing the mail time video today, it's been a crazy couple of days. It's only going to get more crazy. There's no guarantee. There's no doubt in my mind about that. And I just don't even know what to do, where to go, where to look, I don't know what to do, man. Like, I don't know what to do. Gosh almighty. Really put myself in a nice little pickle, I tell you. But it is what it is. We're going to figure it all out. And one thing's for certain. If it all gets, addressed, hell, it'll be some damn views. It'll be the views. But shout out to you guys. Thank you for taking the time. I am going to try to not talk about what the hell is really going on. Never again. You don't even want to know. It's like so embarrassing. Oh, Jesus, it's so embarrassing. But maybe it'll get addressed. So let me break it down for you a little bit about today. This morning I woke up not wanting to get out of the bed at all. I didn't want to get up. I was so depressed. So freaking depressed. Had no idea what to do today. We finished the house. I should be happy. But I just can't really go into it too much. And, man, I was just super depressed. So I didn't have no idea like what to do. I knew I needed to get to the P.O. box. Wasn't really too sure how that was all going to work out. So this morning I start filming 2 videos. I'm filming about going to the P.O. box, and I'm filming about something else entirely. And, maybe we're going to end up going with that at some point. But, man, I don't know. So anyways, I go to the, I also didn't really have no idea what to do video-wise today, right? Like, if I could have just crawled under a rock and just, like, hid there all day, I would have done so. Sometimes when the problems are so bad, like, I get anxiety. I don't want to face problems. Not all the time. I don't know how to face certain problems. And then certain problems are, like, so bad. Oh, God, they're so bad. It's bad. But I couldn't do that. I knew I had to at least attempt to figure out something. Like, I had to figure out something today. So, I know I'm talking in like riddles or some shit like that, but just bear with me. I'm going to try to get through this. Davey says the wife finally left you. That's not very funny, Davey. That's not very funny at all. It's not a nice thing to say. I had an idea this morning, right? I was like, you know what? Yesterday's Bobo was a really good Bobo. We were talking about shit that was going on in the jail. We were talking about a lot of like interesting prison-related things. I was telling stories from my childhood. So I was like, I've always got this idea that I love doing the Bobo. And sometimes the Bobo be super lit. And I always want to make like Joe Rogan excerpts or little like ninja best clips type of deal. Like, I truly think some of the stuff on the Bobo is good enough for videos. Now, granted, I do cuss a lot. I'm going to try to really start working on that. Hey, shout out to Indiana right there, Viking. What's going on? Jenny says, are you being sued? No, I'm not being sued. That would be pretty bad, too, though. That would be pretty bad. So I guess it could always be worse, right? Bill, is that your name? Steve got fired yesterday. He failed a drug test. Bill, you're on point with it. I think I ran Steve straight to the hard stuff. So let me tell y'all something crazy, right? Lloyd, shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for the generosity right there. You always help us reach the sub goal. So many of you guys always help us reach the sub goal, and it really means a lot. Thank you. I want to tell y'all something crazy. I wanted to make, and I've got a couple of Bobos in mind, like some of the songs. I wanted to make a video. Today's video was originally going to be from yesterday's Bobo, me telling the story about the golf club, about me and my brother in the yard playing, right? But I want to tell y'all something crazy, right? So I download the Bobo. I'm looking at it. I'm like kind of cringing at it. I'm like, Jesus, I'm kind of going a little hard on this thing. And I'm kind of sounding quite asinine. And sometimes when I get a chance to sit back and look at myself, like how I'm going in, yeah, sometimes I do think I'm quite asinine. So let me tell y'all something pretty crazy. Hey, Rabbit, what's going on, man? I want to give a special shout out to Rabbit. Rabbit's been helping me through quite a crazy situation. Quite a crazy situation. I feel so alone. So I literally took a note of this. I feel like I have been left on an island. Now, I put myself on this island. There's no doubt about that. But I have been left to wither away on an island. And Rabbit has been trying to help me. He's been trying to help me. So, I wanted to make a video of yesterday's Bobo. And I have never before seen this. Can you guys tell me something? When you click onto the Bobo, does it make you like click that you, does it say like this is intended for mature audiences? Does it say that? Because even when I go onto my thing, it says that. So I'm quite sure it says that for you guys too. But you want to know the damnedest thing? Like when I downloaded this Bobo and I'm going through it, I'm telling the story about me and my brother in the yard playing. Okay? And it clipped the Bobo. And I was like, what the hell is this? Because there's like a whole section of the Bobo missing. And it was me talking about what game me and my brother were playing in the yard. I said one word, and it's not even a bad word. I said one word. And it was clipped, and they clipped so much of it. And I was like, wait a minute, this can't be right. This thing just had to download wrong. So when I went back and I looked at it on yesterday's Bobo, it's like it never even happened. And I wasn't even saying anything bad. I think about some of the stuff that I've said on here. You know, cursing and going in. And I'm like, damn, this wasn't even bad. I said one word. Not even a bad word. The name of the game me and my brother were playing. Link said they added a bunch of new wars. Oh, damn, I just said the word again. A lot of new rules. Yeah. So, I think it's just crazy, man. I was talking about a game that kids were playing. You know what I mean? You think about some of the games that are played on here. They're pretty out there. But neither here nor there. I like this platform, and I just didn't understand that. So what I did was, as I was editing this video, I literally had to put in, like, some words. Like, literally caption a black screen of what I said that they cut out. And they cut out, like, a whole sentence. It was not even bad. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe it was some kind of a glitch on Twitch. But I don't think that that's truly what it was. So neither here nor there. As I got that video edited, I was like, you know, it's a cool story. Hey, cool story. But it just wasn't no video. So I'm glad I did get a chance to go to the P.O. box. I went there at I got there at like 9:30 this morning. And when I got there, they weren't opened. I was like, damn, are they even opened in here? I go to our P.O. box. I open it up. There's like barely anything in there, like one key. Usually we got a boatload of keys to bigger boxes. And there was like, 2 packages in this auxiliary box. So I'm like, well, what the hell? Can't do no mail time video. There's like 5 things total, and 3 of them are brochures to Wisconsin and Oregon and Arkansas. Like, people send me all these brochures. They used to send them to Dave. Now they're sending them to me. But whatever. So I had this thing that said overflow, and I knew that the bill was due. When I was leaving, I saw that they weren't open until 10 o'clock. When I came back at 10 o'clock, I got there like 10:11. Man, this place was packed. I was like waiting in line. There was some guy behind me talking, like trying to make like small talk. Sure are busy up in here. And I got so much stuff on my mind right now. Like, I wish I could tell you. God, I wish I could tell you. Sure is busy in here. And I don't know what he was looking for saying that, maybe like, God, golly, you sure are right. But I ain't say nothing. I ain't even turn around. So I got up in there, and I got the face mask on. I ain't wearing no gloves. I probably should be wearing the gloves. And they see me, and they're like, yo, thank God you're here. We sent you an email. I was like, okay, because I had a couple of the orange slips that tell me like I missed the packages. Folks, I have never been to the P.O. box and it be this much mail. What you guys saw, it was quite a bit of mail. But they literally had to wheel this shit out on one of them bins, these big-ass bins. It wouldn't fit through the door. So the manager of the post office, and everybody who works in there, very, very nice people. I've never met the manager before. She's wheeling this damn cart out. I've got to literally be like going, into the back room to help her get the mail out of the cart. And she asked me on a number of occasions, you got some money, don't you? I actually don't. No. So the first time she asked me that, or said that to me, you got some money, don't you? I was like, no, I don't know what, no. So she's handing me this stuff, and she's like, you can't convince me. I hear what your mouth is telling me, but these packages are telling me something different. You got some money, don't you? And now I'm like, now I'm thinking to myself, damn it, man. They got a sign right out front that says heroes work here. I didn't see Batman or Superman when I walked through the door, but, who's to say they ain't back there sorting that shit out? So if I had any cash on me, I'd have given it to her. Like $100 bill or some shit, which I don't ever carry no cash, and $100 is quite, that's a lot of damn money these days. But I don't know why she was saying that to me. She said it like the third time she said it, it was making me uncomfortable. I was like trying to back out of the room. I was like, okay, hold on. You got some money, don't you? I hear what your mouth telling me, but these packages are telling me something different. Hey, look, I am a fucking Amazon delivery driver. That's what I am. I come to the post office, I pick up the mail, and I deliver it. Today was my day, though. She was looking for a package. I don't know about all that. Triege's wife says veterans. Yeah, I'm sure there are some veterans that work there. And, no disrespect. I am very nice to them people up in there, and they're very nice to me. So the P.O. box is like $50. It's like about $100-something a year. And we got one of these little small P.O. boxes. But I think they're charging me for like a big one because, we take over the post office sometimes, which is fine. But I'm always late paying it. And it's not because I don't want to pay it. It's just because the P.O. box is kind of out of the way. So when I got there today, I was like, look, I know that the bill is due. I know it's late. And, I'm ready to pay any kind of late fees or anything like that. And she was like, well, you're lucky. She was like, you're lucky because they're not charging anybody for the late fees because of this, the virus. And I was like, oh, thank God to that. She was like, we understand. I said, look, I know the bill is late. I said, it's not always easy for me to get up here And she was like, yeah, I understand. I understand with the virus and everything. And then I just played on it. I was like, yeah, there's like fucking virus roadblocks everywhere. I can't get down the road. Sometimes. Auto pay online might make it a lot easier, Cassidy. Good point right there. She was looking for a sugar daddy. Well, this ain't him. So, got some of the things that we received in the P.O. box over here. I got Jersey's paintings on the ground right here. They're not laying down. They're sitting up on the wall. I'll be looking forward to putting those up in the background. And actually, I've only got those and this right here. I'm taking this everywhere. It's not real, but damn it, it looks pretty real. It looks pretty legit. Negan is not having a good couple of days. So, there's that. Man. Yeah, I'm going to try not to hit the camera. I got some drawing to do this weekend, unfortunately. And I don't want that to sound horrible. I've got a cartoon to draw for somebody. Somebody bought a cartoon off of the website. A really cool cartoon idea that they wanted. I'm looking forward to putting together. A very special shout out to Susan who sent me the sketch pads and the color, the pencils. I'm going to be utilizing those. We're going to be doing Joe Ross next week. I got a couple of really good video ideas. Shout out to Kevin if he's up in here. I don't know if Kevin gets a chance to check out the late Bobo, KMT Irish. But he sent us that box full of like his junk drawer and them the MREs. I'm going to do a video next week just reacting to MREs. Nothing prison related. Like, I'm just going to start doing YouTube type stuff. Somebody made a comment on today's video and said, Joe, you're 40 acting like a 15-year-old vlogger. Dude, I do YouTube for a living. Kevin, very special shout out to you, brother. What do you want me to act like? So, like I said, I got to do some drawing this weekend, and I'm not looking forward to it. It has nothing to do with the cartoon. It has nothing to do with the Joe Ross. I've got to do some other drawing, and I am not looking forward to it. I needed to be filming everything, and I haven't. I haven't filmed everything. And man, like, you can't even make this shit up. Like, how fucking crazy it is at this point. And I don't know. We're just gonna have to see how it all plays out, man. Not looking forward to what's probably upcoming. Red Eye says them MREs are good. Do you got to heat them up, though? I don't imagine you got to heat them up. You just eat them cold straight out the pouch. Now, what I'm going to probably do is borrow some of my wife's mascara. I'm going to paint my face like SEAL Team 6. Can I say that? Like Metal Gear Solid. And I'm going to go sit in the woods with them big-ass knives, eating MREs, slam off the blades. Like I'm Snake. You know what I mean? Prison food versus MREs. What if we made a prison meal out of the MREs? They come with heat pouches. Do they really? That's come out. I had no idea. Silly Willie, shout out to you. Dreadhawk says MRE you can eat cold. Cool deal. Cool deal. Are they better cold or are they better hot? I guess we'll find that out. AMAC says, is there any update on Brian number 1? I'm not going to Methico Jellico and the Phantom Backyard Shitters. Nope, there's not really. Not really, man. I can tell you there is a story developing currently right now that is the biggest story that's ever going to hit our little channel here. I can tell you that. See, all I can tell you is that damn bird on Thursday was a sign. The bird on Thursday was a sign, and by the end of the video on Thursday, we were supposed to finish up the house, and then it was so awkward at the end of the video. Everything had, started to unfold, and boy, there's that. So anyways, Country Lady says, for some reason, YouTube won't let me like your videos or anything else. Is anyone having that issue? I don't want to sound like you don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you can like a video if you don't have an account. I don't know. I watch, Trieg's wife says, just a little hint. If I gave you a hint, I'm giving the whole thing away. Purple Jersey says, no lies, Joe. Well, it's not a lie. I just don't want to tell you about it right now. I don't want to tell you about it right now. So it's not a lie. Technically, I'm not lying. Well, I kind of am. But when said situation is, out of the bag, it'll make a lot of sense then. And there will also be a lot of opinions then that I don't really want to go into. Like I said, I'm highly embarrassed at this point, and that's all I can tell you. What I can tell you, let me tell you some good news. I do want to tell you some good. Let's get off of the riddles for a while, and let's have a Bobo. Are y'all trying to Bobo? Bobo should be a verb. Actually, it is. Kicking the Bobo. Well, that would be a noun. Oh, yeah, Mike said the Blades Now discount code doesn't work, unfortunately. Yeah, I saw some people commenting that. So what was crazy was, I cut the video. And trust me, I cut like as much of the shit out of it as I can. You might see like a package and then I don't ever open it. You don't ever see it on the video. And that's usually because it is some advertising shit. Like one thing that I didn't open up on video. Well, I filmed it. I just cut it out of the video. Was this company sent me some foam decking samples for boat decks. All different color arrangements. And I don't really got a boat. I mean, I do got a boat, but it don't work. And it was just, I can't include everything. And had I thought about it, I might have even chopped that video into two. But I don't ever know what the hell we're getting ready to open. I had no idea the fart spray was real. Y'all, that stuff was horrendous. And I should have done it a little bit better. In hindsight, I look back on it and I'm like, damn, I should have been like that little girl who, and you can tell the video's fake. The little girl when the mother wipes like the chocolate pudding on her arm and she's like, is it due? Is it due? You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, this is staged. Who you think you are? What you think, you an actress at 4 years old? Y'all seen that video? I should have done it like that. But it was disgusting. But if we did cut the videos into two, Shaggy's asked, did Jellicoe get any mail? And if so, what do you do with it? I may have a package for Jellicoe from the last mail time. I know that I don't think that I got anything for him this time. I did get one thing. I can guarantee Vico probably sent one of those hustling T-shirts for Jellicoe. But I don't honestly know. Nothing was addressed per se to Jellicoe. And if he got something, I mean, I'm not going to not give it to him. And that goes for anybody. Joel says Joe renovated the wrong house. No. That would be bad as well. Bill, you on your job? Good job, man. You want to keep your job. See, Steve didn't want to keep his job. I like that about you, Bill. You know where I'm going. We had a little bit of technical difficulties with the cameras yesterday. What I didn't tell you was that behind the scenes on the Bobo, Steve kept going to the bathroom numerous times within about an hour and 5 minute span. And I don't know if that was weakened bowels, maybe bladder issues, enlarged prostate. But, anytime I see anybody sneaking off to the bathroom 5 times in less than an hour or a little more than one, usually means, it was Jim. I said Bill. Damn it, man. Well, Jim, Bill, they're all the same guy. Steve got a UTI. Yeah, I had that irritable bowel syndrome before. You ever had irritable bowel syndrome in prison? Shit ain't no joke. So anyways, completely lost my train of thought. Don't even remember where we were. Oh, yeah, talking about if Jellicoe got any packages. But, yeah, I would make sure that the packages, got to him some kind of a way. Like I said, I almost called him the other day. I almost did. I needed a shingle super bad, and I almost called him. And I didn't. But there's that. Bobo would be a verb. I've actually been coughing quite a bit lately. I think it's because of the fact that I've been smoking a lot. And not very proud of that, but, you know, the stress level is freaking maxed. John, I like that T-shirt. Man, hey, this T-shirt is super, super awesome. So, yeah, Trieg says you were telling us the secret. Man, shit. You know, I think by the time it's all said and done, one thing is going to be proven beyond anything. Two things will be proven. One, I ain't exactly very smart. No, I'm not very smart at all. And then the second thing is I've got either horrible luck or it's something else. But regardless, it's crazy to think. I don't know. I'm not even going to try to gas myself up. I was going to say something along the lines of, like, man, with everything that I'm dealing with currently, I am like just kind of just trying to keep a positive frame of mind, even though I know it's not going to end up very positive. Randall, no fight with Rabbit today. Nope. I didn't even get a chance to see Rabbit. He wanted to get together. He was hitting me up, but I really just didn't have nothing going on. I just needed some time. And it's nothing about him. Very special shout out to him. I talked with Richard a little bit today. He's been doing a little bit of other work. He's been about one of the most helpful people that I've ever met in my life. Very humble dude, very just nice and sincere person. Very awesome dude. And you know what was cool? He was getting a lot more comfortable in front of the camera. So. Oh, man. All right. So, anyways, don't ever blast Richard. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Let me just tell y'all. What do I got planned for the weekend? I don't know. Try not to have a fucking heart attack. That's gonna be number one. It's gonna be number one. You can't make this. You can't make this up, right? You can't make it up. It's fucking crazy. And I did this to myself. So, I don't know, man. I feel like everything that has happened, obviously it's my fucking fault, right? It is my fault. At the end of the day, there is nobody I can blame but me, right? And I hate that, right? And then, you know, when shit happens, it's always when the shit happens that you think to yourself, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right? But, you know, what you going to do about it? And I don't know. And you know what I also don't like is the fact that I've got no real idea, like how, why, how much, all that good shit. Box truck blow up. I don't have the box truck no more. My old contractor has it. So there's that. So on Thursday, we were wrapping it all up. We were done, man. We were fucking done. Done. I mean, I'm painting the closet. The closet's it. We're done. And we're not done. And in fact, we're nowhere near done now. We're fucked, is what we are. I'm fucked. So fucked. And like I said, it's all my luck. On Thursday morning, I woke up to a damn bird falling out of the sky. And I told myself, I was like, it's a sign. It's a bad sign. It's a bad omen, all that good shit. And we're over at the house. We're working. I'm actually in a really good mood. And I think about it, like for the last 2 days, well, for the last day and a half, because it happened, yesterday? For the last day and a half, I've been thinking about like how I had been prior to yesterday. And like, I mean, I am 1,000 miles an hour. You know, I got to get where I'm going, all this good shit. But now I'm just in a state of like shock. I'm just like, oh my God, like what the fuck did I do? What did I do? So, on the day yesterday, when we were done, I mean, we were literally picking up trash out of the backyard. There is not a single thing left to do in the fucking house. Do you know? I guess it don't really matter, right? Oh, you know what? That's crazy. I was supposed to go pick up a brand new refrigerator today. Best Buy never even hit me up. I wonder if that shit's ready. Not that it fucking matters now, because there's that. Anyways, yesterday, the city showed up. And I watched them show up. And I wasn't even really like tripping on the situation because, they're cutting the tree down. They're all up in the power lines. They're fucking like... I mean, this shit just don't even look good. But, it's funny because when they pulled up, the old dude who was working the ground who tried to bet me the $100, he was like, yo, the city. And then they jumped out the truck and he was like, oh, they ain't here for us. They ain't here. And he knew immediately. And I knew immediately. I knew immediately what it was. So he's coming up my fucking ramp, this guy with his little mask on. And I already see the paper in his fucking hand, And that paper. Because I don't even see what's written. I don't even need to see the writing. I see the color. I see the fucking color of I see the color of the paper. And I'm just like, oh God. It's a red paper. And here he comes walking right past me. And I'm like, yo, what you doing? He was like, are you working here? I was like, I'm the owner here. What are you doing? He was like, I'm shutting you down. And he taped a piece of paper to the fucking side of the house that I cannot remove. That's a stop work order. On the day we were fucking done. We were done. You know what I mean? Like we were fucking done. The house was fucking done. So he's taping this paper to the house. And I'm like, what you mean stop work? I said, we're not even working. I said, we done. And he is going in. He's like, well, I can tell that a whole lot of shit's been done. And I'm like, dude, I don't like, what we're done. I said, I ain't trying to, we are done. And, he's pointing out like 2 things immediately. And I'm just like, okay, all right, whatever, man. And he's like, don't talk to me. You need to talk with them, the city. So, oh God. So technically, I end up on the phone with the city immediately after this, trying to resolve this situation. And we're working to get it resolved, We're working to get it resolved. But that was yesterday. So today, I got to file all these goddamn permits, right? I got to file an ass ton of permits. B. Davies says, someone ratted on you? Abso-fucking-lutely. And I did it to myself. I did it to myself through the Felon Flipper series. So, the entire Felon Flipper series is now on private. You can't go watch it because I can't let you see what's been done in the house, which it doesn't even matter because, and I can only share this with you now because now today I know what it is. So, yesterday I'm on the phone with them and I'm trying to tell them what we've done, right? And I don't know the grand scope of it. Now, you might think to yourself, Joe, what the fuck did you do? Well, I did all this work with no permits. And I thought to myself, in the very beginning, I went to the permit office. I did that. And I knew how to go about getting the permits, and that wasn't an issue. But I had numerous people talk me out of this. You're never going to get caught. People do this all the time without the permits. I had big companies tell me this. And, you know, that's no excuse to not go get the permits. It was the wrong way to do it. And trust me when I tell you, trust me when I fucking tell you, when I go to list this house for sale now, I want 125 for this mother. I don't care. I don't care if a 3-bedroom is for 135. I want 125. Because where this is about to go is crazy. So, here's the fucked up thing about it, right? When I talked with them yesterday, they're like, well, you know, we don't know what you've done, this and that. And I'm like, okay, well, how much can I honestly disclose to these people? Because I don't know what's going to happen. And they were talking about an inspection. And I'm like, well, fuck, if they come in here, you know, we go from there. But, so yesterday I'm telling them X, Y, and Z we've done. You know, we've done this, we've done that. And I'm telling them pretty much everything. I'm telling them everything, right? So, that was yesterday. That's why the video ended abruptly. When you see Rabbit sitting on the porch, he's actually reading the fucking paper that I just got served. And it's not a serve, it's just, they just post it up. It's a notice. It is a stop work order. You have been doing work without permits, and we fucking know now. And, you know, so I'm trying, that was yesterday. So yesterday afternoon, I get on the phone. And I'm talking with my contractor who's like, he's a licensed fucking contractor. The guy that, you know, shit on us. So I'm telling him about this situation. I was like, dude, guess what? I said, today was the day I wrapped the house up today. He was like, hell yeah. I said, and I got hit with a stop work order today too. He was like, stop fucking playing. I said, yep. I said, I got hit with a stop work order. And you know what his answer to this was? Well, just tell him you did all the work yourself. And I'm like, damn, man. Damn. You the dude that did all my work. You're licensed and certified. I don't know about certifications, but you're licensed and all this good shit. And you telling me to tell them I did all this work myself? Okay. So then I'm talking with Richard, Shannon's brother. He's licensed and insured as well, just in a different regard. He's a handyman specialist. So he tells me yesterday, he was like, Joe, I will go down there and I'll file them fucking permits for you. And I was like, word, man, thank you for having my fucking back. You know, because I don't know what to do. I've got like, and they're telling me like all this crazy shit, right? They're telling me all this crazy shit. So, that was yesterday. Check your videos. I thought you said he was going to handle all the permits. Yeah, well, no. Jersey says because if you're the homeowner, you don't usually need permits. Well, you know what? It's different from every city, every state, and this city has their own way of going about it. And we going to learn. I'm going to learn. I'm going to fucking learn. So, the fact of the matter is this. That was yesterday. Today, I have no fucking idea what to do. They're telling me they're sending me an email with all of these permits that I need to file, whatever. So I don't know nothing about even filing these permits. I don't know nothing about the scope of work, anything like this, right? So I try to call. I can't get in touch with the woman. And I was speaking with the woman yesterday I needed to speak with. Very nice woman. And Rabbit was sitting right there when I was on the phone with her yesterday. And I told Rabbit this. I said, you know, it's funny. No, I said, you know what? At least the only good thing is this woman's nice. And, you know, Rabbit said one of the smartest things he ever said to me. He said, Joe, that was today. He was like, tomorrow, it's not going to be like that. And I'll be damned. I'll be damned if he wasn't absolutely correct. So today, I call. I don't get no answer. I leave a voicemail. Hey, call me, please. I'm trying to resolve this situation. I've only got 8 days to resolve this situation. It's also a criminal offense. It's a misdemeanor. You know what I mean? I didn't even know that. Doing work without a permit, it's a fucking misdemeanor. So, whatever. Did not really know how serious this was. And, you know, let me play the naive guy. I don't fucking know shit about this type of shit. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, we ain't got no permits. So long as nobody catches us, we're fine. And we're going to get a home inspection anyway. You know, he's going to go through everything. That was my thinking. Obviously, that thinking was flawed. And today, when I finally do get in contact with her, it's like, you know, 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm halfway through editing this mail time video. People saying I'm acting like a 15-year-old kid on a fucking vlog. Let me tell you something. The shit I'm dealing with right now, I finished my first flip house, and I'm getting ready to get taken all the way back to the beginning. I get on the phone with this woman today, and she is like, the conversation that you and I had yesterday is a lot different than the one we're going to have today, because it's been brought to my attention that you did a hell of a lot more work than you were telling me about yesterday. And I'm like, okay. So she's telling me about all these permits. I need an electrical permit. I need a plumbing permit. I need a mechanical permit. I need a fucking, well, those are the three permits. Electrical, plumbing, mechanical. Those are the three permits that I need, and probably an HVAC permit as well. I don't know if that falls into one or the other, but there's that. Gypsy, yeah, brought to our attention. I even asked her, I was like, you know, tell me how this was brought to your attention. And she kind of like just blew that off. Now, also yesterday when Rabbit and I were there and then we got shut down, Rabbit told me that he saw somebody out there taking pictures of the house. He said it was a city guy. Rabbit asked him what was going on. He took off, jumped in his truck. I didn't see that. So, you know, when I'm telling these people the work that I did and they're telling me that I need permits, then I go on the website and I realize I don't fucking need permits for the shit they're telling me, because on the website, I don't need these permits. Like, for example, you know, the woman brought up to me yesterday, she was like, well, you resided the whole house. On the website, it clearly states I don't have to get a permit for siding. But today I learned something else. Check this out. Now they're hammering me, okay? Now they're fucking hammering me because I lied. And who wouldn't lie? Because you know what the alternative is. The alternative is they're going to come in there and they're going to want me to strip those fucking walls down, show them that electrical, show them that plumbing. And then there's that. Now, the good news is I had a master electrician, certified, and he's got his own business. So I'm trying to hit him up to file my electrical permit, because I got to get a licensed professional to do my permit. And now, mind you, this conversation I'm having with this woman today, I mean, we're kind of going back and forth. It's kind of nice for a moment, and then, like, I'm kind of spazzing. I'm like, you know what? What if I just said, fuck your permits, and I just sold my house? They were like, well, we ain't going to let you sell it. You ain't never going to sell it. Not without this. So, yeah, well, you know, it is what it is. The fact of the matter is we have been brought to a situation that I completely caused. One, by not getting the permits. Two, by, blasting it all over YouTube, what we were doing. And then three, not even really knowing how fucked up the whole situation is. When I tell you Oh, guess what? Blades Now just emailed me. The APS link does work now. So, I'm a stack, says Lodge, still a criminal, huh, Joe? I'm not doing nothing that nobody else is doing. Let me just tell you something. You think these flippers are getting permits for any of this shit? They're not. And that was part of the reason why I didn't. Well, if ain't nobody else doing it, why the fuck I got to do it? Why I got to check every goddamn thing? But fact of the matter is, it was wrong. And you know what's funny is the entire time throughout this house, I always felt like, eventually some kind of a way the other shoe is going to drop. And I never knew what that really was going to be, but I guess maybe in my mind, it was the whole permit situation. Well, fact of the matter is, the city now knows every goddamn thing that was done in that house. They were bringing it to my attention, all the shit that they knew about. And they were not happy with the fact that I lied to them. But guess what? It is what it is. And I got to get a licensed electrician to sign off on the electrical, which I do have, hopefully, the guy that did it, who owns his own electrical company. I got to get a licensed plumber to sign off on the plumbing work, which I don't have. And I'm going to have to go hire a professional plumbing company to come in there and check all that shit, make sure everything's good and whatever that entails. And then I've got to get my contractor to go pull permits for all of the other work that was done. And it's so fucking crazy how much shit they want permits for. I replaced the back door. Door for door, they want a permit for that. I replaced 3 windows in the house. They want a permit for that. They know about the archway going away. Now they want me to draw up floor plans. I mean, this is crazy. So that's what I said earlier, like I get to spend the weekend drawing and I'm not looking forward to that. Well, that's what I'm talking about right there. So, and they want these floor plans to scale, dimensions of everything, all that good. I don't even know like what they honestly want. And the woman was quick to tell me how quick she was going to reject my application for permit if I didn't provide everything that she needed. Now, here's another crazy thing. In terms of the siding, when I'm clapping back on her, telling her that I don't need a permit to do siding. Well, she wasn't trying to hear that. She said to me, she said, oh, Bray, they don't got no general permit for remodeling. They've got what's called a mechanical permit, which is mechanical, structural. I don't fucking know. They got a permit for everything, it seems like. When I told her about the siding and how I read about that on the website, she was like, oh, and that reminds me. That reminds me. You need to call the zoning department and see, if you're even zoned for this shit. I'm like, what does that even mean? She was like, well, you need to call the zoning department and find out if you're in a historical district or a flood zone. And guess what? If you're in either one of those, you're going to need more permits. And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. You got to be kidding me. So, and guess what they call the inspection that they may or may not do? They're guaranteed to do it. She said, we may or may not do the inspection. Guess what they call it? They call it an invasive inspection. Because that's exactly what it is. They come up in your shit. You got to provide them a ladder so they can get up in the attic. And like yesterday, as I was, thinking about what I could get away with not disclosing, there was one thing in particular, and I'm not going to mention what it is. One thing in particular, I was hoping, well, it was the fucking electrical. I didn't want to tell them about the electrical. And the only reason for that is because I didn't want to have to tear those walls down. So they know about the electrical. So that's dead. But I went over there today and I was just looking around the house like, if they came and did this inspection, there's no way to deny anything because everything in this fucking house is brand new. Brand fucking new. So you want to talk about being embarrassed? Yesterday we were wrapping up the house. I'm talking with the tree guy who I was in prison with, and he seems to be doing really well for himself, cutting down trees. He says he does that every day. And he's like, man, you're flipping houses? I was like, well, this is my first one, yada, yada. And he gets to watch the city come and put this fucking stop work order on my door. And I was so embarrassed, I can't take it down. I got to leave it up. I don't know how it happened, why it happened. Could it have been because the house got transferred over to my name? Could it have been because, somebody just didn't like me and wanted to report me to the city? And if that's the case, right? Like, I think to myself, was it a disgruntled person who watches the videos? Like somebody who just absolutely hates me? If that was the case, I want to let you know, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I'm not even going to say nothing mean. I want to let you know, like, legitimately what this did to me yesterday. This absolutely fucking deflated me. Like, I was done. I couldn't take not another blow. I was so defeated. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. And I don't want you to feel sorry for me because, like I said, I put myself in this situation, and this is not the right way to do things. I should have kept things or done things the right way, but I didn't. I had numerous people tell me it was going to be okay. And I listened to that. I listened to the easy way. Fuck going and getting a permit. And that's not right. And you know why the city wants you to get permits? My wife told me this. Somebody had made a comment earlier and said, what does your wife think about this? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. It ain't good. You know what I mean? She ain't happy. She ain't happy with me at all about this. Yeah. Yeah, JB's, I should have seen it coming. I didn't. When I went and made the whole Felon Flippers private yesterday, as I'm freaking out like, oh my God, is the city watching my videos right now? Hell, maybe that's how it happened. Maybe they were just watching the videos. Wait a minute, we know where this house is at. This is in our city. I tried to, shortcut this situation, and obviously I'm going to pay dearly for this in the end, but whatever. I can tell you one thing. We had the realtors ready to come stage the house tomorrow, take pictures of it on Monday, and my wife was like, well, should we tell them? We should tell them, right? And I was like, well, just tell them, we got to put it off for a little while. We're not ready. Something else came up. So she did tell them, and they still want to take the pictures and, put the house up there. And I'm like, man, we can't do that. The house might completely change after this. There's no way to know how this is going to go. Big Canes fan, how much extra you think this will be? The permits are $150 a piece, and I need at least 4 permits. That's not even that, that's $600 right there. That's not even a drop in the bucket in comparison to what it's going to cost me to get what it's going to cost me to get this shit signed off on. The woman told me straight up, she was like, you're going to need to find somebody who is going to sign off on this work. Well, goddamn, that should be my contractor. And the electrician ought to sign off on his shit. The only thing I really ought to be worried about is the plumbing, because I didn't have a master plumber come plumb the house. So, whatever. Figure it out. So anyways, didn't really want to have to share that with you guys. That's going to be a big ass video when I make the thumbnail, that red tag sitting in front of the door. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Lloyd says, Johnny Appleseed, I don't want to bail out. I'm going to get myself up out of this situation. I mean, actually, let me take that back. I might actually need a bailout because I have no idea how hard this is going to be to find somebody who is going to actually be able to inspect the work that was done and to sign off on that work. I don't know how hard that's going to be. So, In terms of the electrical, that should be relatively easy. In terms of the plumbing, that might be another situation. The HVAC, well, we'll see how that all plays out. So, what you gonna do? And like I said, I want to shout out Rabbit because Rabbit's trying to help me with this situation. And I want to shout out Richard because Richard's trying to help me with this situation. And it's just a really shitty situation because my ex-contractor, or the guy that did all this fucking work, he can't even be bothered with this. And that pisses me off. And I know I'm going to have to pay extra. I'm going to have to pay extra. So, whatever. Lewis says HVAC can be done by Connor. Yeah, but I don't think he's a certified HVAC electrician or HVAC mechanic. That's what they want. They want all certified trades to sign off on these permits. I got to draw up these freaking blueprints damn near. And there's that. Yeah. So, there's all that. Vet, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. But anyways, and you know what's crazy? I don't even got no videos for the weekend. I just realized that. Don't even got no videos for the weekend. When I tell you guys that I didn't even want to get out of bed this morning because I had no idea, what to do, I ain't telling you no lie. I was pretty freaking depressed about this. And it is what it is. I don't think a lawyer is going to tell me anything other than, you just got to clear the situation up. You got to do what you got to do. And I know what I got to do. I got to, get these tradespeople up in here to make sure everything is good. So, I don't think the contractor snitched DJ. That's not it. I probably just told on myself through the videos. There's all that. And Jengar, yeah, I definitely asked Sean. I've asked Sean, and he basically was, I don't know. He's going to have to sign off on this shit, though. I mean, it's his fucking work. So, we'll see. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the Bobo. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to check this thing out. Crazy fucking shit. Had to be my luck. That damn bird falling out of the sky. I wonder if I never saw the bird falling out of the sky. I missed that. Had I come out of the house a couple minutes earlier, would this have happened? Probably so. Probably so. Nibby says, do a Joe Ross sketch of Steve. That might not be a bad idea right there. Got to do the Joe Ross. Be looking forward to that. We're going to be doing the MRE. Taste test reaction to that. Never had one of those before in my life. Think that'll be good. And got a bunch of good video ideas for this upcoming week. There probably will be one big house video. I mean, if anything, at least let me try to get some views off of this horrible fucked up situation that I'm in. And whatever. As I wrap this up, I want to say I greatly appreciate you guys taking the time to rock with the Bobo. Thank you for being my sounding board. Thank you for your insight and advice. It truly does mean a lot. And thank you guys so much for everybody who sent things to the P.O. Box this time and any time in the past. You guys show so much love. It really means a lot to have you guys rock with this channel. We've had so many ups and downs. But one thing about it, we get through it. We're going to get through it. Ain't going to let this beat me up. Just going to do what I got to do. It should have been done from the very beginning. That's on me. I'll wear that. I can promise you on the next one, it won't be like this. It will not be like this. This was a mistake from the very beginning. But it's just crazy to me to think. As I wrap this up, I want to leave y'all with this. It's just so crazy for me to think that we are like picture ready, staging ready, for sale sign ready at the house. And we ain't even nowhere close to that. They told me this could take weeks. And when you do something like this, they drag their feet. They drag their feet. But I'm going to make it right. I did it wrong. I got to make it right. Folks, I hope you guys have a great weekend, man. Thank you so much for taking the time to rock with this thing. Shout out to everybody who takes the time to rock with this. Thank you guys so much for the encouragement, the kind words, the ears, for just listening. J-Man, special shout out to you. Thank you for that. Thank you to Lloyd and everybody else who helped us hit the sub goal today. Very special shout out to you guys. And make it good, man. We will make it right. Have a great weekend. I look forward to talking with you guys on Monday. Monday is the day that I will be really rocking and rolling on trying to get this situation resolved. And over the weekend, I'm just going to be doing the preparation, getting in contact with the people I need to get in contact with, and doing what needs to be done. I look forward to talking with you guys on Monday. Have a great one. And until then,